look, all I'm saying is I'm pretty sure Machamp's Dex entry says it can do like 1,000 punches in a minute or something like that.
It's got 4 arms. That's
okay, but divided in half is still 500 punches in a minute. That's all I'm saying.
But I don't know.
Saying,
it's a weird baby, but Champ is a grown adult that pays taxes.
You're tuned into the GOCast podcast, your one-stop shop for updates, news, tips, and community in the world of Pokemon Go. Thank you for listening.
A world-class championship is happening in Hawaii, but a Worlds-themed event will be just outside your door.
Do you spell motivation S-H-I-N-Y? Well, we want to hear all about it and more on this episode of GOCast. Hello and welcome to the GOCast podcast, episode 294. It's August 6th, a Tuesday evening. We've done 3 of these Tuesdays in a row. We're turning over a new leaf. I don't mean Animal Crossing. No, I mean this podcast. I'm your host, Chris, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Kyle.
Hiya.
Hey, Kyle, are you feeling deja vu? I certainly am.
I'm okay. I'm not going to let Chris get away with the fact that this is attempt number 2.
This is attempt number 2.
It's very rare that we have attempt number 2, by the way. For people who don't believe that, it's usually one take.
It is usually one take, but then if I don't hit the record button, it doesn't matter how good it is, because that means that we have to do it again anyway. So this may or may not be one of those times.
So, you'll never know.
Well, they are now because we're confessing.
We could be lying.
We could be lying. We absolutely could. But hey, anyway, it's been a week since we recorded last, and since we recorded last, it's been the beginning of Adventure Week, which we have some feelings about. Unfortunately, we were proven rather right to ourselves. Boy, oh boy, what an exciting time to be a Pokemon Go player. But also this past weekend was the Rayquaza Raid Makeup Day. So that was pretty cool for all the reasons we outlined last week. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But we set some goals last week. Let's revisit those really quick. Mr. Kyle, did you do your meteorite research?
I did do it.
Awesome. They changed that do elite raid thing to a mega raid. Yeah,
which is kind of neat, because if you really wanted to, for some reason, you could do an Aerodactyl raid instead of a Rayquaza raid. Maybe you didn't have 3 or 4 people to do the mega Rayquaza. Maybe that would be some pretty intelligent problem solving if you had to go that route. That's the way to get it done. There was a collection challenge on your list here, and there were 2 collection challenges in game. Did you finish them both? I did. I got both of them.
Oh, excellent. And 400,000 experience.
I did.
Okay, so where does this put you? How close are you to the next level?
21.3 million out of 25.
Okay, getting there.
I hope I didn't set 49 as a goal for this season when we did our seasonal episode. I don't remember what my goals were.
Do you think you're going to hit 50 this year?
No.
Oh,
I think my goal right now is 50 before next GoFest for sure.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'm still sad. I think you could do it this year pretty easily if you really wanted to.
I'm being realistic because I know that come like the end of October, I get super seasonal depression and Go.
Yeah.
Because it's too cold out here. And so
I don't know. It's hitting early with this year's Adventure Week, let me tell you.
Oh, jeez. 2 more minutes. You got to do your goals first.
Okay, you're right. I wanted to hatch 50 eggs. I did do that. The time to research, I did do that. The collection challenge is both of those I finished. And then 2 wild shinies of anything. I somehow fumbled that one. I did hatch 1 singular Pichu. Blessings all the way down. We love it. So 3 out of 4 for me, which resembles success, but it's not quite the blowout 3 out of 3 that Kyle accomplished. So congratulations, Mr. Kyle. We love it.
Yeah, I did it.
Yay. Yes, you did. You sure did. So let's talk about Adventure Week really quick. Our initial impressions have been what?
Not good. Boring. It's boring is the actual thing I want to say.
Boring. Yes. I would agree.
So this is too funny because I have to share it. Before we started recording the first time, I opened my game, see what I had spawned around me. I had 5 Pokemon. There was a Magikarp, Slowpoke, Drillbur. I don't even remember what else there was. It was another water. A Psyduck. There was a Psyduck.
Psyduck. Yeah.
Second time, I got another spawn. I got 2 more spawns. I had 2 Magikarp and
my
Kabuto.
gosh.
So I had 1 rock type. Now I've opened it again. I've got 3 Magikarp here.
Whoa.
Just to make it clear, I
Lucky
don't live
you.
on water. It is not raining in game. So that's some adventure week.
He's got a rainy lure module going though. That's what he's leaving
on my
now.
personal house stop.
It's exactly right. Yeah. All right. So when I opened up my spawns for the first time we attempted to record this, I had 10 spawns and only one of them was a rock type. And that rock type was thankfully a fossil Pokemon. It was a Kabuto. I'm happy to report now that none of the spawns around me, none of the 8 that I have are fossils. None of them are rock types either. We've got a Corphish, a Mankey, Machop, Snubble, Eevee, Tangela, Pawmi, and a Diglett. Oh no, 2 just more spawned in. Another Mankey and a Meowth. What is going on? What has this event become? What are we even doing? It doesn't even feel like an event.
It does not feel like an event. And it's
weird.
very disappointing.
It's weird. I mean, I guess if you're really going hard, Bunnelby just came in. Wow, it's such variety. I feel like if you are really going hard on the stop spinning XP, this is a great event for you. But honestly, like bread and butter for events, and this will be a topic that we discuss later when we're talking about in-game events coming up. But wild spawns, if nothing else, really affect game feel more than any other aspect because it's what you visually see. It's the first thing that you encounter in the game. It is the bread and butter base game experience is catching. And it just is falling short, falling short.
And I do want to say seeing Aerodactyl in the wild is nice. Like it's probably, ironically, maybe the best part of the event is that you can see Aerodactyl in the wild. It's not a particularly good Pokemon, but normally it's fairly uncommon and it's reasonably common right now. And that's cool. If the wild spawns were just fossils from gens 1 through 5, be fine. Game will be fine.
An awesome event.
Yeah. Keep like I said last week or the week before, keep Amara and Tyrant in your field research and let the wild spawns be something people want to chase while they do the field research.
Yep.
It's all fine for something that people want to chase to be in the field research. There has to be something for them to do while they're doing their field research for that chase.
Yes.
Nobody wants to walk 2 kilometers if all you're seeing is a Magikarp and a Psyduck.
And as somebody who's been hatching eggs this event, I can tell you that aspect is also not popping off at all. So, yep. Kind of a bummer. Yeah, but the Aerodactyl are nice. Whenever I leave, I see a handful of them, and that's nice to see. It would have been cool if we gotten Aerodactyl with a satchel back. That would have been awesome. I loved that costume.
Yeah.
But
like that,
satchel, right?
That's never happening.
I know. It was a GoFest exclusive thing, but still. Anyway, we have plenty of stuff to talk about though. That is not Adventure Week, thank goodness. So why don't we just hop into the news and get started with that? Yo, what up? It's the news. First and foremost, this is going to be covered in a different fashion by our lovely hosts over in the PvP corner. So please make sure that you go listen to that to get a much more informed, nuanced, professional take on this stuff. But we're going to cover this insofar as it has to do with Go and the basic Go experience. But here's the news all the same. Celebrate the 2024 Pokemon World Championships in Pokemon Go. So let's talk about what the event is in game and why it's happening in the first place, in case you are just not aware. The 2024 Pokemon Go World Championships, the Pokemon World Championships in general, will take place from August 16th to the 18th in Honolulu, Hawaii. The top qualifying Pokemon Go players from around the globe will compete to determine who will be crowned the 2024 Pokemon Go World Champion. Among other prizes, the Pokemon Go World Champion will receive an in-game World Champion 2024 outfit and pose. I have never seen any of these ever in-game. Kyle, have you?
I don't even know what they look like. So they have a trophy, right?
They got a trophy. Yeah, it doesn't matter what they're doing with the trophy. I think this one they like spin and like put it up in the air or something like that. It's cool. It's fun. It is cute. Cool. It is very, very cute. But anyway, if you'd like to tune in and watch these, you can tune in and watch all the action beginning at 9 a.m. HST, which is, you guessed it, Hawaii Standard Time each day. For English streams, day one and day two will be on the Pokemon Go specific Twitch channel. And then on day 3, they consolidate all of the finals on the basic generic main Pokemon Switch Twitch channel. Switch. What's wrong with me? Pokemon Twitch channel.
Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun to see viewership rise and fall from like
event to event,
VGC to Go.
You know, I got to tell you, man, even as somebody who doesn't really play Unite, and I would encourage you as well, the Unite casting experience is insanely good.
The casters are good?
The casters are good, and it's a MOBA, so it lends itself well to being casting. And I wish more people would watch that. But of course, you know, we gotta stan our Pokemon Go casters as well. It is really exciting. Okay, this is gonna sound mean, but it comes from a very good place. As somebody who like is not always very hype about GBL, I find it very difficult to get as impassioned about it as say a DeFi or a Fish are, right?
Yes.
When you are there and you're watching it in person, and even when you're watching it online, those casters get me excited about GBL. So they're doing a lot of heavy lifting.
That's their job. That's their job.
They do it really well. And so this is going to be awesome to watch. I'm excited to tune in for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not you.
I'm not as excited. I'll tune in, but like there are hype moments in Go PvP, but the moment to moment is not very hype.
It is definitely something that rewards even being just aware of the nuance, right? Like what shield baiting is, sack swapping, all the usual stuff, right? Like if you're not counting, you don't really know how close somebody is to a charge move that they are or aren't throwing. So that part's a mystery to the layperson. But I don't know. The casters do a really good job of calling it out. So even if you're not well versed, you will largely understand what is and isn't happening in front of you. You should watch the finals at the very least. It's fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If I'm not, what is 9 a.m. Hawaii time? Hawaii is like 10 hours behind us, right?
Let's do this right now. 10 hours. Oh my gosh, I don't think so.
Hawaii is far. Like
it's not 10 hours. 10 hours is a lot. 9 a.m. Is 2 p.m. here.
Okay, so
that's 5.
Okay,
5
hours.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is day 3? Is that a Sunday?
That's a Sunday.
Of course, it literally starts right when I go to work. That's hilarious. Anyways.
Oh, and they usually lead with Go. So you'll have to catch
we'll see.
Replay.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. But anyway, it'll be cool. And if you are going to that event, kudos. Have a great time. It'll be very cool. One day, Kyle and I will be able to go to a Worlds that is not on an exotic island.
Hawaii.
It's difficult to get to.
I'm sorry. That it's such a not a great location.
It's
like it's
popular.
An awesome location.
Yeah.
But not if you want as many people to actually go to it as possible.
I wonder if that's the goal or not, though. I don't know if it is or isn't. I think they have capacity and they know that they'll sell out. So it's not about filling the venue to the
why
brim.
Go Hawaii? Like Hawaii's got to be an expensive place to host something at too.
From what I understand is that Hawaii is a very popular Japanese vacationing spot.
Okay.
You know, it kind of makes sense, I guess. So there you go. Anyway, avatar items to celebrate. Keep your eyes on the broadcast. Will display a code for the following t-shirt for your avatar. It's a 2024 Worlds tee, white color. Available globally via a code shared during the World Championship stream on the first day of the competition. Fear not if you miss it. Likely it will be posted online and on social media by a bunch of people doing infographics and the like. So if you are unable to tune in on time because you're working or whatever the case might be, likely you will see that code elsewhere to go grab it yourself. Unless it's a stream watching rewarded thing, but I don't think they'll do that. They said we'll display a code, so it'll likely just be visually on the screen. But enough about that. Let's talk about what's happening with the corresponding event, the companion event, a 2024 Pokemon World Championship celebration in Pokemon Go. This will be running from Friday, August 16th at 10 a.m. to Tuesday, August 20th at 8 p.m. local time. So it'll be running a couple days after Worlds concludes. A debut. Oh boy. World Championships 2024 Pikachu. It's cute. If it is the Pikachu in the main art, it's a cute Pikachu in like a scuba mask and flippers and stuff. Adorable. I hope that's the one. I hope it's not just a Pikachu wearing the T. Please let it be Scuba Chew.
Why you gotta put that out there?
It's our job,
it's gotta be, right? It's got to be the scuba.
It's got to be Scuba Chew. If it's not Scuba Chew, I'm gonna riot. And it can be shiny, so you could get a tan Scuba Chew, which would be thematically appropriate. Event bonus is up to 5 special trades can be made each day. You can use a charge TM to help a Shadow Pokemon forget the charged attack frustration as well. Wild encounters. Here we go. We're going to talk about spawn pools like I promised. Mankey, Lickitung, Marill, Paldean, Wooper, Swablu, Fletchling, Carbink, Grubbin, Marini, and Skarmory, if you're lucky trainers. Carbink being the only one out of that entire group that cannot be shiny. So yeah, that's cool. I suppose contextually there is some more information I should share before we stop and discuss. In field research task rewards, you can get encounters with these 4 Pokemon: World Championships 2024 Pikachu, Scuba Chew, hopefully, Swablu, and then Mienfoo and Marini. Mienfoo's shiny is being released for this event, so that is cool. That is a new debut technically, but it is not in the wild, so you're going to be having to do these field research task rewards in order to get a good shot at it. I also believe that Mienfoo is an encounter reward in GBL. Don't quote me on that. So that might be a way to also get more encounters, but
it's also
I think
in the upcoming
for most of
1-star
us.
raids. So,
oh, that's true too. Oh boy, yeah, 1-star raids. You've opened this can of worms. Let's do it. 1-star raids will feature the Scuba Chew and Mienfoo. 3-star raids will have Lickitung, Galarian, Stunfisk, and Diggersby. There's also going to be some shadow raids. In 1-star shadow raids, you'll see Magnemite, Dratini, Wooper, Gligar, and in 3 stars, Wobbuffet, Curlia, and Sableye. Yeah. So let's talk about Pokemon availability really quick because there's more to this event, but let's keep it separated a little bit longer. So what are you thinking about here? As somebody like myself that does not GBL all that often, and when you do, it's not 100 battles a day. Nope. Even when you can. How is this sounding to you just from a it's at least it's not Adventure Week perspective?
I think it's fine. I'm excited to see some Marini in the wild.
Yeah,
really looking forward to that. And other than that, I think it's a good collection of Pokemon that have purpose. A lot of times you can look at something and be like, "What is going on here?"
Yeah,
but like they're all very clearly they understood the assignment for this event spawn pool. Thankfully.
You think so?
Yeah. What's there to miss?
I don't know. I think having Mienfoo in the wild would have been cool.
Look, of course it would have been, but it's also new shiny, and Mienfoo is basically like, I don't know if it's exclusively been. I need Lachlan to fact check me here. But it's been PvP locked more or less. You only really get it from PvP rewards. There's been a handful otherwise, so I wouldn't expect them to release it in the wild for 3 days, 3.5 days, whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's right. But I'm not too excited by this spawn pool all that much.
I mean, that's okay. It's not made for us, and I can accept that, but I can still say that it's good even if it's not made for me.
But the point I'm trying to make is that I think that this is how you appeal to the non-GBLers with this event. I mean, I'm not saying that every event has to be for everybody, but throw a bone out there for the general player.
Well, I think the bone is also the fact that you can shiny hunt all of these, minus the fact that 3-4 of them have been community days. You don't have to worry about that.
Also carbing. Yeah, no.
But I think that there's good things to chase, even if you don't PvP otherwise.
Yeah, and if you're looking to start PvPing,
Exactly.
I mean, Lickitung, Meryl, and Fletchling, Swablu, those are all pretty decent.
They're all of these are top tier, and I imagine you will see all 12 of these or whatever it is at Worlds at some point or another.
Yeah, likely the case. But okay, I'm gonna talk about the one thing that is actually drawing my ire for this event: the paid timed research for $5 reduce, or your equivalent pricing tier in your country. You have the opportunity to get 1 premium battle pass, I should say, 25,000 Stardust, and encounters with event-themed Pokemon such as Azumarill, Vigoroth, Cresselia, and more.
Yep.
Let's talk about value.
Okay.
I don't think it's there.
So it's so close to being there, though, and that I think it might surprise you to say that. You want to know why?
Does. Why?
There's a legendary Pokemon encounter in there. That alone is a guaranteed GBL level Cresselia, whereas you need a minimum roll or a low roll from a raid to get it under 1,500.
Yeah.
So that alone is the value. And then a battle pass is, $1.78 or whatever it is. And 25,000 Stardust is like 4 times as much as they usually give for whatever thing you're buying.
Yeah.
So
but
$5 is still really too much. And if this had like a Registeel encounter in it too, or maybe another 5-star raid, like a Tapu Fini, maybe. I don't know how crazy that is
awesome.
Currently, but it's very hard to get under 1,500.
Yeah.
Like 2 legendaries in this encounter for $5, fine, no problem. As it is, it's pushing it of being too expensive.
Yeah, I think $5 is too much. I think a $2 price tag for this would have been better. 25,000 Stardust, while it is higher than the 10,000 Stardust we get as standard rewards for some stuff for other paid research, I think in the context of it for battlers, far too low. Far too low.
I agree that the value is questionable. I do see the value, but $5 for it is too much. It's too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I said, it really was only a little bit away from being great value. So
I don't know. I think it. I don't think it is close.
You got to remember who's buying it, though.
Who's buying it?
Well, the people who want the PvP resources too. The option for another good Cresselia, potentially. I don't know what you need your best Cresselia to look like. I'm not going to lie. And I think if there was another hard to get PvP Pokemon in it, it would be good. As it is, it's not good enough.
I suppose we don't know what the and more is, but I would
never
imagine
anything else.
I mean, like, since they already told us the Cresselia, I can't imagine they're burying
no
the
way
lead
that
here.
The and more is another one.
Another
Pokemon like that.
I still think there should be a $199 ticket.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like what they would do on their anniversary. Let's be real here.
It certainly wouldn't be free. I'll tell you that.
$199 for a battle pass and 25,000 Stardust. Okay, maybe they'll charge you for that.
Yeah. So yeah, that ticket is available if you want to go purchase that. I mean, I will be doing it because I purchase every ticket so that at least one of us can talk about it, right? But I'm not looking forward to this one very much. But hey, there is more to this event. There's another dimension, of course. There are featured attacks that you can get on particular Pokemon. By catching them in the wild, you can get Body Slam on a Lickitung or High Jump Kick on a Mienfoo. You can also evolve into the following 4 Pokemon to get signature moves here. Aqua Tail on Quagsire. Altaria will learn Moonblast. Chargebug will learn Volt Switch. And Talonflame will know Incinerate. These are Community Day moves, friends. So it's a good opportunity to get them even if you're not battling. If you're a collector, and you miss these Community Days, grab them. It'll be easy to do that. And then it's one you don't have to worry about in December. It's good value. There's also going to be new avatar items, 3 of them: 2024 World's Ukulele Pose, a 2024 World's Bucket Hat, and a 2024 World's Aloha Shirt. The ukulele pose is hilarious. It shows your avatar jamming on that ukulele and singing with no sound, but singing nonetheless. Yodeling even. That's my headcanon right there. There's going to be showcases, and there will be a Go Battle Week for Shared Skies with some of the standard stuff like an increased cap for battles and 4 times Stardust rewards, right? Things like that. Tune into PvP Corner for more information on those particular details. But yeah, I think we largely already had the conversation, air quotes, the conversation around this about, its validity and appeal to a non-GBLer. And I think, Kyle, surprisingly, you made a very good case to the positive. I'm still struggling here. I mean, I'm excited about the new shiny Mienfoo, right? And if it is Scuba Chew, it's going to be a good costume. It'll actually be fun. But I don't know. This ticket makes me feel bad, man.
Yeah, the ticket is bad.
Yeah.
But the Wild Spawns have me more excited than Adventure Week has.
Yeah, I know.
Adventure Week will.
It's difficult to maintain proper perspective when we're coming from this low point.
Yeah. And also, don't want to undersell the fact that you can get the featured attacks here is really good. Mm-hmm. This is great.
Yeah.
Full stop. Great. No negative. Yeah, that's it.
And I do have one more thing to say that's positive. If you do find 1-star raids and you are hunting for the costumed Pikachu and the Mienfoo, it's just those 2. It's a very non-diluted pool for shiny hunters. So go spend your free pass.
It isn't a shadow raid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I suppose it is a shadow raid. A lot
of shadow raids taking up egg slots. I don't really know how that's calculated. If every time an egg hatches, it has a chance either shadow or not shadow, in which case you may see a lot of shadow raids.
Yeah, you might. You just might. But anyway, there's that. And we got one more piece of news here before we move on. Save the dates. If you can believe it, we are getting the save the dates for September, October, November, and we still have yet to learn what the Community Day Classic Pokemon is going to be for the 17th this month. That's in 11 days, folks. That's crazy.
If we don't get it tomorrow, oh my gosh. I don't know.
That'll be crazy. I don't know what I'll do. I'm gonna go crazy. Yeah, I have no idea. It is really strange that we don't know what it is. But save the dates for next season's Community Days and more. Trainers, we're excited to share the dates for next season's Community Days. They are thus: Saturday, September 14th, Saturday, October 5th, and Sunday, November 10th. Community Days aren't the only events on the horizon for the coming season. There are other fun in-game events on the way, and their dates are as follows. Sunday, September 8th will be a raid day. Sunday, September 22nd will be a research day. And then Saturday, October 12th will be a raid day. And Saturday, October 19th will be a research day. We don't normally get research days monthly. That's pretty cool. And the fact that November isn't on that list for raid days and research days would lead me to believe that it's chock full of other stuff.
We'll see. Another thought is there's no classic here, but we've had 2 classics this season, which is a first. So, well, we will have had 2 classics when that one happens.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit strange.
It is strange. Yeah. It'd be so funny if they're like, oops, actually there is no classic this month. Sorry guys. That's why they haven't said anything. But yeah, no, that wouldn't explain away why it hasn't been mentioned here. Just the regular community days. Who knows?
Yeah, that's it.
Your
a lot
guess
of Sundays. A lot of Sundays here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, there's 3 Saturdays and 3 Sundays.
Yeah, I know. It's usually not as evenly split. It's kind of surprising.
Yeah, it is. Also, because our meetup is October 26th and 27th, no community day this time. Last time we were in Mall of America, we had Magnemite, right?
Nope. Geodude.
Geodude, that's what it was. Geodude. Oh, right, because there was a Lowland as well. Geodude Community Day. What a day. But yeah, mark your calendars, folks. Request off of work if you need to. And yeah, that'll be fun. But that's it for the news, if you can believe it or not. And we are going to take a quick little short break here. When we come back, we're going to be talking about this week's featured PokéLore Pokemon. See you there.
And we're back with PokéLore this week for Mienfoo and Mienshao, the martial arts Pokemon. Mienfoo is a yellow bipedal mustelid like Pokemon with round ears, red eyes, and a pink nose with a whisker on each side. I need to just circle back to whatever that was that I could not pronounce. I think that is a badger. It is like a badger, weasels, polecats.
A diverse
Wolverines.
family of carnivoran mammals.
I don't understand how this is related at all, but we'll move on from that. Doesn't look anything like those at all.
I mean, a little bit. Kind of looks like a badger weasel, kind of.
Its red arms look similar to flared sleeves, and the paws are yellow. Mienfoo's chest has a small red band, and its pelt piles around its thighs, resembling a tunic or robe. Its legs are red, and its yellow tail is also tipped red. Mienfoo specializes in flowing, speedy, continuous attacks, becoming more precise as it concentrates. Though not very powerful, it can make this up with the number of hits it deals. It also has sharp claws it can use to cut foes. Packs of Mienfoo seclude themselves to mountains to focus on their training. Each pack differs in its kick and chop form. This is what that sounds like. It's a great setup for having multiple forms. What the heck?
Yeah. There's a lot of lore here that's been unrealized.
A well-trained Mienfoo is capable of 100 arm chops in just 1 minute.
That's crazy.
I don't think that is.
But they have to be like good. You can't just be like.
But like with, it doesn't say good.
Yeah,
but if you got 2 arms and 60 seconds,
you're just like pinwheeling. Just
I don't look. All I'm saying is I'm pretty sure Machamp's Dex entry says it can do like 1,000 punches in a minute or something like that.
It's got 4 arms. That's
okay, but divided in half is still 500 punches in a minute. That's all I'm saying.
But I don't know.
It's a weird
baby, but Champ is a grown adult that pays taxes.
For so many Pokemon being written like by a 5-year-old, which is totally fine.
Yes,
this is so almost realistic, even though it's silly. That's all.
Okay, fine.
Mienfoo has a temperamental nature despite its small size. It attacks anyone that comes near it with a flurry of attacks.
Yeah, the pinwheeling. There we go.
The pinwheeling. Next up is Mienshao. Mienshao is a white, long-bodied Pokemon with a small head and small triangular ears. Its forehead has a purple spot adorning it, as well as a yellow one on its snout. It possesses a pair of long, yellow-tipped whiskers which have split ends. Its arms are almost completely covered by a large amount of fur that is tipped in purple and split at the end. Its torso has one purple ring of fur around its midsection. It also has purple fur on the bottom section of the torso, which resembles pants, and its bottom paws are clawed. It has a long, skinny tail that, like its paw fur, is tipped purple and split at its end. Mienshao is respectful and is usually seen training with its trainer. Far cry from Mienfoo.
Yes. I'm not seeing any metrics, though. I want to know how this 100 arm chops in 1 minute has evolved.
Yeah. When facing a truly challenging opponent, Mienshao will bite off the fur from its arms to make itself lighter.
Yeah.
Its arm fur is used as a weapon in battle and acts like a battle whip.
It's very
Before it attacks,
shonen.
it lets out a bizarre wail. It is very shonen. It then creates combination attacks that are difficult to see and overwhelmingly unstoppable, and slowly stores up power for a finishing blow. When using its blinding speed, Mienshao can crush massive boulders into tiny pieces. There it is.
Yeah.
A new perspective demonstrates, which is an episode of the anime, I'm assuming, demonstrates that Mienshao can extend the fur on its arms at will and stretch it far enough to tie its opponents.
Oh, Mr. Fantastic.
This is very weird. This is like very un-Pokemon.
Yeah.
This description would fit in another, like an RPG that's not turn-based like Pokemon is.
Yeah, 100%. I wonder if Mienshao was in Pokken.
In Pocket?
Pokken tournament.
Oh, no way. Not popular enough.
You don't think so?
No.
I feel like it.
Seen the Pokemon and Pokken? They're not.
Snivy? What, is this true? Snivy in there?
Yeah, Snivy is in there. Well, superior, but yeah.
Jirachi? Is this list correct? What's going on here?
Yeah, Pokemon was a weird one.
Oh my god.
I miss Pokemon. Pokemon was so unique.
Wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. I can't believe it. Oh, it doesn't look like it looks like that list was a little false. I don't know. This is conflicting information. Anyway, continue.
Caesar, your boy Caesar was in it though.
My boy
And
Caesar was in it. That's right.
And Caesar were both in it.
That's right.
There you go. For stats for Mienshao, max CP at level 40 of 2710 and at level 50 of 3064, just breaking 3000. And we're about to find out why. 163 stamina, a pitiful 127 defense, and a 258 attack. Which is a lot of attack.
That's pretty massive.
That's a lot of attack.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, also held back by its moveset, and its best current moveset with Poison Jab and Brick Break and either Grass Knot or Stone Edge for coverage. It's not a good Pokemon.
No.
This one is very much a Dex filler in Go.
Yeah, this is rated pretty low on Game Press. 0 out of 5 for each league. And it is not topping DPS charts either. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it's unfortunately mono fighting, bad moveset, bad stat distribution.
Yeah.
So I wish you luck for your shinies.
But if you need somebody to crush massive boulders into tiny pieces using its blinding speed, have we got a Pokemon for you? Yeah.
I prefer my 1,000 punches in a minute.
All right, whatever. Look, man, I'm telling you, you're giving Machamp too much credit. 4 arms is just cheating.
I'm just saying.
It's just cheating. It's
oh my god, it's so much worse than Machamp's are said to know every martial arts style in the world. So take that, the martial arts Pokemon. It punches extremely quickly, throwing 500 punches a second.
500 a second? Oh. That's pretty crazy. It is the superpower Pokemon. And I forgot Gigantamax Machamp is a thing.
Gigantamax may be coming sooner than you think.
Forgot.
Oh, it's going to be so many problems.
This thing is the thing of nightmares, man.
It is. Gigantamax.
Oh my god. Chiquitapexy is freaky, brother. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Cool. Well, hey, take that information, cursed or otherwise, as it may be. And thank you, Mr. Kyle, for covering PokéLore. I'm going to ask you to do it yet again as we go into PokéPoll.
So for last week's PokéPoll you've been given the chance to change one shiny in Pokemon Go. Which Pokemon do you choose and how would you change it? First response from Triptando. And he said, it has to be my boy, Mega Swampert. I'm not the biggest fan of its purplish shiny. I know generally for first partner Pokemon, they can't/don't take coloring from any other typings. So green, blue, and red are kind of no options for them. Yet for the sake of it, I want to make an exception for this rule. For Swampert, I had in mind King of the Swamp, so I went with a greenish vibe instead of blue. The fins and fingers are still black. Everything that was orange is now yellowish, and its eyes are a lighter green, but not super bright. I would have this one out as my buddy on the map all day, every day. Much love, Tristan. They also included a picture, and it does look sharp.
It does. Looks nice.
I do like the pink Swampert, though, but
yeah,
I can get behind the green.
It is hard. It's hard to convince people that a pink shiny should be changed. I will say that, despite the fact that the proposed changes also look really good.
You either love them or you hate them with the pink ones in particular. Like a lot of people are like, I like some green and I don't like some green, but I feel like for pink shinies, people are like, I love pink shinies or I hate pink shinies in general.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like there are some good green shinies for sure. So I don't hate all green shinies. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Okay. I think you're the person that has told us otherwise in the past.
No, there's some good green shinies.
Okay. All right.
Like Caesar shiny is great.
It's fine.
It's great.
It's fine. It's fine.
Next response from Lemirio, and they said, I actually was planning to respond to this PokéPoll regarding a shiny you would change with this same logic. I like a shiny that has a shine to it, like the clear sun reference in the glorious Moltres shiny here. And I think shiny also usually includes reflective things like metal, mirrors, lakes at night, and most canonically, the largest reflective thing there is, the moon. Which brings me to the shiny that I think needs to simply be anything more than it is, Lunatone.
Yeah.
It's cute. Solrock is like a rock, not a flaming mass of space helium, but the moon is a rock already. A shiny rock. Pokemon designers, you had one job. Take a shiny thing and make it shiny. But no, instead, it's weird recessed eyeball, which you literally can't see well when it's in battle or when you catch it because it faces the enemy head on. Goes from salmon pink to a blue color. That's it. The remainder of the Pokemon based on the already shiny moon is the same. It's tasteful on Dark-type Espeon to have a stylistic change. But Lunatone shiny needs to be shiny. Maybe white? Maybe red or blue like a blood moon or a blue moon.
Ooh.
Maybe a space-themed pale green for its mystical effects. Maybe a glowing yellow like the also too muted shiny Pikachu. Really, anything more than changing the one part of Lunatone that you can barely see. And that is totally arbitrary, would improve Lunatone shiny. I'm in a good mood for Moltres, though, so I'll let Lunatone off with just this mild diatribe.
What if it was black with red eyes for like an eclipse themed Lunatone? That'd be sick.
Man, if every shiny, just give it to some focus testers, every single shiny. You will get a better shiny every single time.
Every time. That's right.
Yeah. Not every time. Some shinies hit it out of the park.
More often than not.
Yes, more often than not, it would be.
Okay. Better. All right, cool. On the same page.
Next one's from TubaBoy50, and they said, Gengar. Pick a color. Any color. Straight improvement from, is it shiny?
Yeah, I agree. Obviously. Like, even if you go look at, like, 2D pixel art of shiny Gengar and the shiny Gengar family, like, shiny Haunter has, like, a blue glow around its hands.
Yeah.
That we just lost completely in the transition to 3D. And now shiny Haunter just has a blue tongue. Like, The whole family, well, most of the part, got done dirty. Ghastly is almost acceptable. But yeah, Gengar is a shame.
Yeah, we need the hand glow back.
Yeah.
I'm also going to campaign for that. None of this baby bottle pop only difference for Haunter. That's crazy.
All right. Next one's from Artemis Dragon. They said, since it's in recent memory, Tynamo. The whole family should have been aquamarine or teal or whatever that color Electros is. It was really right there. Oh, those are the worst, where like the final part of the family is really solid, but the first one is just terrible.
Yeah.
And then you get the reverse too, like Garchomp. Gibble's great and Garchomp is terrible.
Blissey. Blissy's bad.
Blissey could also be on this list pretty easily too. Oh
yeah. Yeah, but then you have both in the same family line, like Gengar.
Yep.
Where Mega is like awesome and Ghastly's all right. Like it's fine.
They knew there was something wrong with Gengar. They just didn't have the nerve to fix an established Pokemon by that point in the game.
The Noive.
Lastly, we have a response from Modders. And he said, hello, gents. I'd like a rework of Ducklet. It's not a bad shiny, as it is, but I'd like it to be more along the lines of a rubber ducky. A nice, vibrant, instinct yellow for Kyle. Loving your work as ever. Cheers. I love it. Absolutely. Yeah. Anytime you can make something shiny be like almost the real world variant of it is always really good.
Yes, it is wonderful.
Clauncher.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a handsome shiny too. It's also like, it's not even just like it's red. It's a good red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of red shinies are there?
There are a handful, but they pop when you see them. Modders also posted a photo or a picture of this in the Discord chat.
And I didn't see that one.
It looks good. It does look good, like with that color scheme, 100%. Robert Ducklet, okay. You're the one.
My goodness. Okay.
It's great.
For this week's PokéPoll, we have, when a new shiny is released, are you motivated to hunt for it? Let us know either way and why. All right, Chris.
Yeah?
What do you think?
Okay, I'm going to give the easy answer.
Okay.
And it is, it really depends on how it's introduced, right? Because if it's in the wild, 100%, I'm tapping on every single one I see. But if it's in a raid exclusive, depending on what tier of raid it's in, probably not. I'm not going to go too hard on it. And if it's in field research task only, no. Maybe. That's a solid maybe.
You missed one.
What? Party play?
No, eggs.
Yeah. Eggs. So I'm hatching eggs anyway. So it's not going to really change my approach, right?
I mean, you're right.
I guess what it does change is like if it's in 7Ks only or something like that, like Larvesta was. I almost said Lunala, like Larvesta was /is. Then that changes my strategy. But I am most motivated when it is a new wild spawn.
Okay. I'm not really motivated when a new shiny is released as part of an event.
Really?
Yeah. Like the full stop, we can do all of the categories. Raids are actually the one where I'm most motivated, but only when it's tied into something very specific.
Yeah. Axu
during GoFest. Stuff like stuff where I'm with a community. I'm definitely like the raid is what I want because everything else or whatever, I'm tapping on it. But
right.
Like for the most part, the shiny's not going to get me out to go get it. I will play if I otherwise like everything in the event. And I'm not going to not tap on the new stuff, but especially like if it's in a field research or if it's in an egg, I'm not even thinking about it. It's not even on the radar.
Yeah.
Mienfu, not on the radar for this upcoming event. I'm not even considering it as a factor. So
yeah, that's fair. And I mean, that one was certainly the motivation for this. Like when it's not a straightforward acquisition pipeline, it is rough. It can be rough for some players, because especially if you're not the sort of person that like when you play, you don't read the blog posts and stuff. deep enough to be like, yeah, this is in field research task rewards. That's what I should be looking for. Like, and you're just kind of playing casually, which is most people that play this game. If it's not in the wild, you don't see it. You just don't see it.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, dear listener, if you have an answer to this week's Pokeball question, which was one more time, when a new shiny is released, are you motivated to hunt for it? Let us know either way and why. You can answer when this is posted on our X account at GOCast Podcast. If you'd like to write in an email, you can to mail@gocastpodcast.com or call into our voicemail at 262-586-7717. If you're a patron of ours in our Discord, you can answer the question when it's posted in the PokéPoll channel. And if you are watching on Spotify or listening on Spotify in the mobile app, you can leave a comment. And lastly, if you are on YouTube watching the video version, hello YouTube, please hit that subscribe button while you're here. You can leave a comment and answer there as well. Lots of ways to answer the question. If you have an opinion you'd like to share, we'd love to hear it. But speaking of emails and voicemails, Mr. Kyle, where are we at the tail end of this episode?
It's time for emails.
More like email. Because it's one email. This week's email is from Ryan, and they said, "Hi, GoCast, it's Ryan. Hope you're having a good day." That's all right. How you doing, Kyle? You doing okay still?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Good.
Okay.
Nothing's gone catastrophic while we've been recording, so we're maintaining. We're maintaining. There's been a Pokemon that I really don't want that I keep getting shinies and hundos on. Galarian Meowth. Oh, you poor thing. I'm so jealous. My first one I got was shiny, and that was when it was first shiny released. The second shiny one was during the Shiny Larvesta release event, and the last one I got was a hundo during the Strength of Steel Ultra Unlock. I really despise this Pokemon because 80% of my 7-kilometer eggs were Galarian Meowth. I don't even have that many Alolan Meowths. Have you ever had a Pokemon that you don't like that you keep getting? Thanks for listening. Bye, GoCast. Bye, Ryan. All right, what's the one Pokemon that you don't click on anymore because you just keep getting a lot of them and you can't stand it anymore?
So it's been a minute, but the answer is still Aron.
Yeah, it is.
I got 6 shiny Aron.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure only one of them is from a boosted event.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's been years since I got a shiny Aron. And it's still, the negative energy is there.
The negative energy is there. You're not beating the stigma on that one, Aron. I'm so sorry.
I don't want him. Keep him away from me.
Gosh, it's kind of the same thing for me, but I'm going to go with my number 2 slot then, and that's Bronzor.
Oh yeah,
I'm good. I'm good on Bronzor. I've got like 15 of those. Like I'm set for life. But Ryan, if you want to send over some of those Galarian Meowth shiny vibes, I'd be very, very appreciative. For as many eggs as I hatch, I don't have one, and I really want one. So. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for writing in. If you, dear listener, I know that was short, but hey, you're going to hear it again. If you, dear listener, would like to send us an email, send it to mail@gocastpodcast.com. Visit our website for all things GoCast, gocastpodcast.com, where you can see the spelling of the email, but also see our phone number in case you've, I guess, not remembered it from when I said it before, because it is a number. I can't remember anything people tell me, so I understand. But the number is, one more time, 262-586-7717. Follow us on X at GoCast Podcast. If you'd like to help support the show, you can for as little as $1 a month and get access to our patron Discord. And that's via Patreon. That's spelled patreon.com/GoCast Podcast. And speaking of our patrons, shout out to our Elite Trainer tier patrons. Mr. Kyle, it's your turn this week. Let's do it.
All right. Shout out to Elite Trainers: Bo, Daniel, Lori, Michael, Ozzy, Arkham, Marvin, Amini, Sforts, Thayer, Jason, Justin, Charles, Modders, Lee, William, Brandon, Ethan, Steven, Nick, our favorite listener, Drew 2, Camo, The Ugly Rock, Jacob, Victoria, and Sarah Lore.
Thank you so much to our Elite Trainers for their generous support in helping us keep the digital lights on, in addition to other things. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we got, I almost forgot. Hey, if you want to help support the show, but money's not a deal for you, then please consider leaving us a review. It's free, costs you a minute, and helps us out immensely. And if you leave us a nice review, we'll read it on the show. So, yeah, thank you in advance. All right, Mr. Kyle, we're on our way out here. We got to set some goals really quick, but I did want to make one little quick shout out. If you don't already, and you should be listening to It's Super Effective, I was on that show this week. The episode that came out Monday, which was the 5th. Today's the 6th. Yeah, the 5th. Go take a listen. It's fun. It's a more Pokemon generalized show, and I was certainly out of my depth because it wasn't all just Go, but a lot of interesting conversations about release windows, Generation 10, Pokemon ZA, all that cool stuff. So go take a listen. And hey, let's set some goals then, and then we are out of here. Looks like you're still thinking, so I'm going to go first.
I'm thinking right now.
Yeah, no problem. This one's easy for me because I'm going to be out of town this weekend. I'm going to be in Ohio, the most exotic of states. And my goals are Shadow Lugia, 50 eggs hatched, and 2 shinies any. I'm going to try to focus my efforts on Mienfoo encounters and shiny checks and the Scuba Chew. Oh no, sorry. No, that's not until next week.
That's next week.
Scratch that. Any shinies, I guess, then, because that's pretty much it. Shadow Lugia. If I can get a Shadow Suicune, I'm gonna do that as well.
You can get a shiny Kabuto.
I can get a shiny. If I'm lucky, trainer, I can get a shiny Kabuto if they spawn. It could just be Mankeys and Snubbles and Diglets. All right, Mr. Kyle, what about you? What would you like to accomplish before we record next week?
All right, so 300,000 experience. I'm going to finish my masterwork Catching Wonders.
Okay.
Which is masterwork for one of the Master Balls that's I've had sitting there. That includes hatching 17 more eggs.
Ooh.
Like catching 300 more Pokemon and 40 more excellent throws. So the eggs are probably the biggest problem there, but we'll see. And continue my buddy progress. Maybe one day I'll have 10 best buddies.
Maybe. What are you working on right now?
My Necrozma.
Okay.
My Dawn Wings Necrozma.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I need to keep working on mine as well. He's my buddy. I just keep forgetting to feed him every day. Yeah. I'm a terrible trainer.
I'm going to be stuck on the Kecleon quest after this for the next 3 years.
Yes, you will be.
I mean, I'll probably get it done next GoFest.
I mean, likely. Yeah.
Someone's going to be like, there's a Kecleon here. I'm like, where?
Yeah, and just be running. Yeah. But even still, there were not that many.
No, I probably saw maybe 3.
Yeah, I remember 2. There was probably a 3rd or 4th round. But anyway. Yeah, thank you so much for listening all the way through, folks. We'll see you next week for episode 295. Good luck with Team Go Rocket this weekend. Knock out those balloons, pop them, and save Lugia. Oh, and Cresselia as well. Oh, no. You know what? I'm going to add one more goal. I'm going to finish the research. Yeah, the Giovanni research. That's right. How could I forget? Okay, and with that, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.